I'm Virginia McGathey here on the floor at the CME Group reporting on the livestock market today. It seems that the cattle had a sharp drop, and it's the early estimates were just showing that there was certainly some extra cattle in the pipeline. It seems that there's a major correction here that's setting up that was really a surprise to certainly all the traders. And it seems like that the buyers have just dried up, and some profit taking really ensued, and some of the uncertainty in the market has people moving to the sidelines, and when that happens, they put some selling out, and if the market's a little bit thin, we can see there's been some pockets and little gaps in the market, and so that's what we saw today. Feeders followed along and they fell hard. It seems that the futures sell-off ahead of these cattle on feed report definitely has everyone kind of liquidating some of their longs, and because that we've seen the market rally over the last number of sessions. So last week the market was up really high. Yesterday we had a little bit, a little further extended high, and then today all the profit taking came in. But it seems that the traders are just a little bit uneasy at this point. That's not to say that the USDA report really is expected to be positive. And so, maybe everyone's changing their mind a little bit, and that's what the sell-off is. But what it looks like to me that this volatility is here to stay. We're in a market that is really turning on a number of different issues. The U.S. dollar index, and certainly things that are going around. There is other reports that people are watching, and if those things are really having an effect on our livestock market, and we're going to see a little bit more of that as the market starts to bounce around. Now with the hogs, they finally were firming up, thank goodness, and it's kind of giving some of the traders some relief. It seems that the pork wholesale values are improving, and they're underpinning the futures, and finally for 3 days in a row now we're a little bit higher, and it seems like we're solidly off our lows that we were looking at. And now that we moved higher, it triggered some additional buying, and some of those bargain hunters are stepping up and buying a little bit more, and it's keeping futures really strong. And it seems that the prices are certainly well off these lows, and we expect that this might continue, because the idea that there was going to be a lot more demand coming in over the next couple of weeks had everyone surprised that the market sold off as much as it did over this past week. So maybe everyone's going to get back on board, and we're going to get a little bit of a head of steam in the hog market. But everything is kind of on the sideline right now with the cattle on feed report. Once we get to that, it's a little bit of a shortened week, and so maybe there's a little bit of back and forth going on. But as soon as we see the numbers out of the on feed report, I think that's going to give us a little bit more direction in the market, and where we can go from there. That's all from the floor at the CME Group here in Chicago. I'm Virginia McGathey.